Some people are not meant to be in your life. Full stop. Don't you be sitting there crying about it because certain people are not supposed to be part of your life. Like I've learned this a lot, that certain people are not supposed to be a part of your life. Certain friends are not supposed to be your friends. So don't moan, don't complain, just move on. Move on. I am telling you to stop. Move on. Move on. They're plenty of fish. If you don't learn from a mistake, that's the stupid things to do. Like, you need to learn from your mistake. You need to analyze, what did I do wrong in order not to fall into the same trap? What did I do wrong? Who did I bring around me? Who was around my circle? What did I do? What choices did I make? If I made this choice, you need to analyze. Do not we just go straight to the point we blame God for everything in our life. When the things come hard, when we hit over, we blame God. God, why me? God, why this? Why these people? But we tend to blame people. But sometimes in the life, it's not the people fault. It's our fault. We make choices because we are given the free word to make choices. Don't Hi guys, welcome to Miss Revolution. And if you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel. And today today I'm going to talk about is the bigger the problem is, the greater is the miracle. What do I mean about that? Well, this is it's not coming from experience, but this is basically saying everybody knows that the bigger the problem, the greater is the miracle. When I mean the greater is the miracle, the bigger the problem is, the greater is the miracle. And I'm actually, how can I say, I was inspired this by obviously experience and basically through the book of Job. When I read the book of Job, I realized that obviously the bigger was his problem, the greater was his miracle. What God gave him back, what he got back after the end of his how can I say, after the end of trial, battle, issues, problem, he had the greatest miracle. He had the miracle, the greatest miracle he wasn't expecting. He wasn't expecting the greatest miracle. He wasn't expecting that God will give him triple time the things he had, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to say, sometime in life when you go through hard time, I know as a human being, we don't like sadness. As a human being, we don't like to feel we've been left alone. We don't like feeling like, we don't like sadness. We don't like experience. We don't like hitting our rock bottoms. But I just want to inspire someone today. I want to motivate someone today. If you're in this situation like I myself just been in, I'm still going the process of it. I'm not going to say I'm yet totally overcome it yet, but I know with the time being, with obviously me learning myself, me learning new me, get adapted with a new thing, accept certain things, I will develop and I will overcome the whole thing I've been through. So I just want to tell someone, like, sometime when we go through a hard time, the same way Job was going through the hard time, you know, I don't say it's okay to complain. It's really okay to complain. When you feel you're down there, we all complain. It's okay to complain. It's okay to overthink. It's okay to question, because it's a human thing. You need to question. I believe in the greatest pastor, the greatest prophet, the greatest whatever evangelist out there. They do question with certain things. When the certain things not happening. At the same time, the praise woman, sometimes when they go pray certain things and that's God didn't give them a miracle, they do question. It's okay to question things, like when you go through something, it's okay to question God. It's okay to wonder. It's okay. You need to question certain things, like sometimes when we go issues, sometimes when we go problems, sometimes when we face the whole time, I always tell myself life is like a roller coaster. Why? Because when you ride a roller coaster, for those who've been a roller coaster, I've been a roller coaster like twice in my whole lifetime because I'm not scared of height. Girl can't handle heights. But I remember life is a roller coaster. It's like when you just up and down. There's some time you will go up and you feel down. You need to accept that, knowing that I've hit the bottom part right now. I need to find the way how to build myself up. But in that time when you hit your rock bottom, you need to be finding yourself. You need to find yourself. yourself. You need to build yourself up. You need to question yourself. You need to know, what have I done? What can I do next time not to It's okay to wonder. It's okay to feel confused. Like, I just gonna say, when I was going through my storm, when I was going through my hard time, I was questioning. I'm a human being. I don't know whether I say I was sinning. I have no idea. I have no idea, but what I believe it was that obviously it's okay for me to question things. It's okay for me to accept the things. It was hard to accept. It was hard to forgive. It was, as also the quote always say, I remember reading this book, as also reading was saying, forgive but never forget. Forgive but never forget, which means you can forgive people, but you will not forget the scenario. It's a human thing. So you will forgive people for the things they've done to you, but you will not forget the scenario. As always says, as I said last time, no matter what you do to people, no matter how good you be to people, no matter how much you work for people or a company or certain things, when you do a silly mistake, people will forget the good thing you done. People will forget that good thing. They will just remember that bad scenario, that bad event, that bad thing you said. It's like, it's the same thing when you go through a relationship. Obviously the relationship was, from beginning was sweet, or friendship, you were sweet and good, whatever, but automatically that friendship broke up, or that relationship broke up, or you divorced with your husband or wife, and all of a sudden you just obviously, you won't forget the good time you had that person. You will forget that one thing that person done to you, that one thing that broke your heart, that one thing is like that's the only the memory thing you will forget about it. That's something you probably will tell a kid, you know, what's up on the time I was in a relationship, blah 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 blah, what's up at the time I had this friend, blah blah blah. You will talk the bad thing. You will talk about things. You just, like, as a human thing, we only remember the bad thing. It's okay to question. I believe it's okay to question, because in order for you to question something, you will analyze these things, you will learn certain things, and you allow you to develop yourself. It's like when you do that. When I put this year, because I was currently when I put it, because I was just literally, as a student, what I literally put is like, it's like doing an assignment, you know what I mean? You get your finding. Once you find your finding, you analyze your finding. After you analyze your finding, then you find the gaps. The same time, when you go through the whole time, when you're facing situation, when you face a problem, just know how to analyze things and learn to accept a certain things, certain event that will happen to your life. Certain events in your life happens, it's because it will allow you to grow. You allow you to have a self-growth. Certain things happen to your life in order to open your eyes, in order to get out of the situation before getting worse. Sometimes as a human being, when certain things happen to, or a certain person be removed to your life, some people are not meant to be in your life. Full stop. Don't you be sitting there crying about it because certain people are not supposed to be part of your life. Like, I've learned this a lot, that certain people are not supposed to be a part of your life. Certain friends are not supposed to be your friends. So don't moan, don't complain. Job was going through her time. Job was questioning God. Obviously, in that time when he would question God, he was growing. He was doing his self-development. He was growing. Even though when he had a whisper from his friend, he still questioned and allowed him to grow. When he overcame his temptation, Job saw the light in the end of his turmoil. The same way I come to tell someone today, no matter what you're going through, no matter what issue you're going through, no matter what the problem you're going through, just to know, the bigger the problem, the greater is the miracle. The bigger you hit the rock bottom, the bigger is the miracle. Do not beat yourself down, but learn how to pick yourself up. I'm going to tell someone, learn how to pick yourself up. Don't just, if you hit your rock bottom, don't just say, I hurt my rock bottom, I'm not going to pick myself. You need to pull yourself up and fight it. I'm going to tell someone that you will see the end of you will see the light and the end of the tunnel. Don't think like, oh, I am this situation, I'm not going to come out of it. You will come out of it, because God is under control. He is with you. God is with you. And then sometimes when this situation or circumstance, we feel like we are alone. We are never been alone. God is with us. But we kind of pull ourselves and distance ourselves from God when we go for a hard time, because we don't know how to handle, we don't know how to cope. We are questioning him. Why this, why me, why then? It's okay to question. I'm gonna tell you, it's okay to why it's okay to question. It's okay to question because you will learn. The time you are questioning, the time you are learning, the time you are analyzing to know, oh, maybe it's not good for, maybe it's not the people for, maybe it's not them people for, maybe it's me fault. Let's actually say to myself, like, one thing I learned is, when I face that situation, it's self-fault, because if I didn't accept to make the first move, I couldn't like look back at first I was blaming God, at first I was blaming those people, at first I was getting angry with God, at first I would get angry with those people who actually hurt me, who stabbed me. But after I sat back and I kind of learned is that it's my self-fault because I allowed that situation to happen. I brought those people into my house. I brought those people into my life. I brought those people. I share my secret. I share my stuff with them. So I've opened the door. It's the same when you open the door to the devil only looks for the tiniest space in order to come to your life. He doesn't look at the great opportunity, greatest opportunity. The devil looks for the smaller opportunity in order to enter your life, in order to destroy. Because I allowed that small door to open. I opened the door to let those people in my life. That's my fault. God did not tell me to make friends with those people. God did not tell me to take my leg to go where I went in order that situation to done. God is not time to make the choice I made. I made them choices. If I didn't make them choices, I would not find myself in the situation I found myself. So sometimes you need to accept that certain things happen to your life. You need to accept that certain things happen in life. Do not beat yourself up. Yes, you make mistakes. We're all human beings. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, because if you don't make a mistake, you're not gonna grow. If you're not gonna make mistakes, you're not gonna learn. It's the same way when you go to school. You need to make mistakes. There's no one ever get 100. If you go to school, you get A plus, whatever, 10 out of 10, whatever, you never make mistake or no crossing it, you are not gonna learn. Every smart kid, every geek person that makes a mistake in their life in some way, they need to learn. Okay, so it's okay to learn. It's okay to make mistake. It's okay to learn. So I just want to say to someone, it's okay to make mistake. You know, but learn from mistake. Don't just say you're making mistake and you watch mistake, but you don't learn nothing from mistake. That's the most stupid thing you would do. If you don't learn from mistake, that's the stupid things to do. Like, you need to learn from your mistake. You need to analyze, what did I do wrong in order not to fall into the same trap? What did I do wrong? Who did I bring around me? Who was around my circle? What did I do? What choices did I make? If I made this choice, you need to analyze. Do you know, we just go straight to the point, we blame God for everything in our life. When the things come hard, when we hit over, we blame God. God, why me? God, why this? Why this people? But we tend to blame people. But sometimes in life, it's not the people fault, it's our fault. We make choices because we are given the free will to make choices. God cannot stop. God cannot determine anything. God cannot stop us from doing. We're not puppet. We are not puppet. We be given free will to make choices. The choice you make can lead you, can determine you, can lead you to the mistake of your life. So accept your mistake. Accept the mistake. Accept your fall. Accept anything that comes to your life, but grow from it. Grow from it. I just want to tell someone, like, basically, as I said, the greatest, the biggest, the problem, the greatest, the miracle. I'm not joking. The greatest, the biggest, the problem, the greatest, the miracle. Because when I'm telling you, when you hit your rock bottom, even if it's your mistake, even if it was your mistake in order for you to make that mistake, even if God put you in that situation in order for you to learn mistake, when I'm telling you, you will see light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, things will not be easy, because it's the same way I'm going to give an example that when you put weight on, it's easy to put weight on and then obviously lose weight. We struggle to lose weight. It's easy to put weight on. All you have to do is eat a lot of food, right? But when I'm telling you, it's hard to lose weight because you need to go a certain diet. You need to kill your body in order to lose that weight. But it's different when to put weight. It's different. You have to do is eat junk food, example. The same way as a life. When you hit your rock bottom, don't just expect God gonna come magically disappear everything you're like. God is gonna come disappear straight away. Everything gonna remove. He will not remove everything facility. You need to suffer. You need to suffer the same way. In order to success, you need to work hard towards the success. Nothing comes from nothing. You need to work toward it in order for you to success. I will tell someone today, accept. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Just remember, the bigger is the issue, the bigger is the problem, the greater is the problem. You are not going to be in that situation forever. You're not going to be in that problem forever. Just remember, what I'm facing now, what can I do? What have I learned? What did you learn from the mistake? What have you learned from that situation? What have you learned from that circumstance? What can you do next time better in order not to fall, not to do the same mistake, not to do the same thing? Just know that I love you guys. I love you guys. I mean, I love you guys, and I thank you guys for obviously watch this video. If you've made to this end of the video, just know I love you. And for those who didn't make it to the end of the video, still I love you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. This is Miss Revolution. Bye.